In this video I'm going to show you guys how to make a flatbed truck in Minecraft. Now if you guys are new to the channel at all, we're here to help you build bigger and better, so if that's something you're interested in, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Anyway, let's get into the video. Alright then guys, so here we are on my flat tutorial world. So this one is 13 blocks long, it is 5 blocks wide, and it is 4 blocks high, so it is a pretty small little truck really, just for putting any sort of building materials, things like that. You know, let your imagination go away with you and fill this thing up with a load of different variants. In terms of the blocks that you're going to need, you are going to need a block of netherite. Feel free to switch that out for another block like black concrete powder if you're in survival, a bit expensive otherwise. You're also going to need a stone button for the kind of like simple version of this wheel, a polished deep slate slab, a polished basalt piece as well. That's actually going to be our engine block. I'm trying out something new. You're also going to need a jungle trapdoor. Now, in terms of the colour of the cab itself, this one is of course white, so I used blocks of quartz in this one, and you've also got this block of iron at the top. I'm going to do a black variant of this, so for that I'm going to use a black stone slab, a black stone stair, black concrete, and then finally we're also going to need a black oak trapdoor. You'll notice that this one has got iron trapdoors, so find yourself the colour that you want to go with, and then we'll kind of go from there. So if you guys do want to make a nice rectangle for it, feel free to do so. Again, 13 blocks long and 5 blocks wide, but you don't have to, basically. So we're going to leave 2 blocks from this kind of middle bit here, leave the line, going to go 1, 2, go to the next one. That is where our first wheel was going to be. Leave a block gap and place down another one of those wheels, which is that block of netherite. We're then going to have a 6 block gap, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we're going to be right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. All right. That is going to be our wheels. Put your stone buttons on these. This is going to be your hubcap, your simple low lag version of a hubcap. Feel free to also use an item frame with a glass stained pane on there. That'll make it look even more. It just gives you an inner circle there, which is sticking out and looks a bit grey if you want to make it fancier. But for me, I use shaders a lot, so it lags up too much if I use too many of the item frames. With your polished deep slate slab, what you're going to do is you're going to join those wheels there, come forwards as well, just with 1. And then we're going to be going 3 across all the way back until those back wheels, like this. Join in the middle of those wheels. We're going to have another 3 on the back and another 3 on the back. All right, so it sticks out a little bit over there, like that. Right at the front now, we're going to have our polished basalt. Now put that sideways. That's going to be your engine block. And we're going to put a jungle trapdoor on the front of that one. Just makes it a little bit different than what we've been using before. You can of course use your traditional kind of engine blocks like furnace, smoker you could use, and blast furnace as well if you wanted to, and then get rid of the trapdoor. But I kind of like this as a little bit different. Now onto your coloured blocks. We're going to have those coloured blocks either side of this. So I've got black concrete just as our main block. Underneath the wheel, or over the wheel even, we're going to have an upside down stair of your colour. So I've got this black stone stair here. You could have your smooth quartz stair or normal quartz stair if you're doing the white variant. Then across the back right here, we're going to have 3 blocks, 1, 2, and 3, like that there. Then what we're going to do is right in the middle, we're going to go up with 1 more block. If you're doing the white variant, I used this nice, whatever it's called, iron block there, just above everything. What we can do though is for our black kind of one, is we could find, wherever it is, there we go, we could find a skulker box. That will work quite nicely as well. So black skulker box would be quite nice. We can place that up here like that. And it'll just give a different kind of texture going on like that there, okay? Grab yourself some black stained glass, and that's just going to go over the top of these right here, so that we've got this nice little bit where we can sit in here, and we can see everywhere, which is all good. Also with a black stained glass pane, right at the front, we're going to have that sticking out here. That's going to be your wing mirror. Then have a lever underneath that one there, like that. Same on the other side, of course. So that there. And your black stained glass as well. Now, depending on your kind of like color of this cab, grab yourself the best trapdoor for it. So black, the best trapdoor is actually the dark oak trapdoor. So that's why I'm using that one. I'm going to have that there. Then we're just going to have 2 slabs on top right here. So we're just going to have slabs like this. It's really, really flat, this one. Really, really simple little cab for this truck. Also grab yourself a polished blackstone button, and that is going to be on our special block, which is the one up here, like that. Just adds a little bit more texture kind of coming out from this one. So you can see it really clearly on this iron block that we've got here, but for that one, that will do there. There we go. Right, so since we've already got the dark oak trapdoor, we might as well keep that. We're also going to need a spruce trapdoor as well. So the dark oak is going to be 2 layers high up at the back here. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we're going to punch those so that you've got this tiny little gap behind it. And then that kind of frames the rest of it. Now, I ended up doing this all with wood. It just made it look really interesting compared with it just being quite plain. But if you're filling materials on this, don't worry at all. You could end up with stuff like, let's find some nice big stone. Maybe this is, hauling some stone bricks, for example. So you could end up, doing lots of stone bricks up here and then having those around there, put some other stuff around there, feel free to do that thing, put on slabs, put on stairs, make it look interesting if they're carrying materials, and then you don't need this wood. For the plain version, though, I used a spruce trapdoor. So I actually went that way around. So I actually went this way around so that the boards are going down this way, and then I just put all of these on top here like this. It just adds in something different to it. There we go. Just gives it a nice bit of colour. So you can see the difference between the black and the white. Do variate your stuff that's on in your worlds. It will really help quite a lot. Alright, so a couple more blocks to go. We're going to need a spruce sign first. We're going to put this on the front of the cab. So we're going to have just blank spruce signs on there. On the side here, we're going to, or on the front, if you guys can credit me for the design, that'd be awesome. So I've just done some dashes here. Put in Lord Dacker there. This is actually a number plate, so if you wanted to go crazy with your town, put in a number plate on that. Then whack that with a glow ink sac so it nicely glows. Right, for the front, a couple different variations really. We can put on a glow item frame, which I really like for the headlights. And you can then put an ochre frog light in there. Looks even better. You could also put in, if you wanted to, the bamboo button as well on that. But if you're like me and your PC is getting old and I can't really deal with item frames when you've got shaders on, then you'll be like me and you'll get rid of the item frames like this and just have yourself some nice little buttons. Alright guys, so last bit now. What we're going to do is on the side, we're going to need to grab ourselves a dark oak sign. And we're going to plonk that down. And in the middle, I put in equal signs on the middle 2 rows. Then after that, light grey dye and glow ink sac on the side there. Now something I just learned, and I mean literally just learned, if you hold down on the PC, control on your middle click, then you can actually just paste this as it is. So control on the PC is our sprint button. This has just made my life so much easier, and I don't know how nobody has commented on this before, but yeah, look at this. This has made my life so much easier. Or you can just do it all manually. On the back as well, guys, with your spruce sign, we're going to do the same thing where we've put in the bit at the back. So, vertical lines. If you can put on my name here, that will really help my channel get found. And yeah, the more times I get found, the better, really. And just whack your glow ink sac on there. But anyway, guys, that is it for this tutorial. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, comment, like, and subscribe. And as always, guys, I will see you on the next one.